Don't use the language. But come on, man. And we're back. Let's finish it. This should be 20. I think this is going to be 23:13. I think. But I want it done. I'm so close. Get it done. Incorporating initiatives that benefit the disadvantaged. The difference principle is grounded in the idea that inequality per se is not a bad thing. Don't use the language. But come on, man. Look, read the words. The difference principle is grounded in the idea, this is what the difference principle is. Inequality per se, what the fuck does that mean? Say what you mean. Inequality per se, I mean, it's so pathetic. I'm getting mad. I don't want to. That inequality per se is not a bad thing. Oh, really? So she's saying inequality is not a bad thing. Make of that what you will. With fair equality of opportunity as a prerequisite, inequality remains an inevitable outcome of people's natural abilities and level of desire and effort to earn money. But when inequalities do arise, do those arrangements benefit those less privileged in society? It's such garbage. I hope you understand why already, based on what I told you. With the fair equality of opportunity as a prerequisite, everybody gets a fair shot to begin with. Inequality still remains. How can that be? An inevitable, it can't be helped. Outcome, cause and effect of people's natural abilities. Some people are just better than other people. And level of desire. Some people just work harder than other people. And effort to earn money. Some people just want more money than other people. I mean, it's all volitional efforts. It's all conscious volitional efforts to achieve values based on a standard of value. It's a volitional consciousness to take action towards objectives to better your own life and those that you value. And she's saying that just because some people are taller than other people, because some people decide to work 40 hours a week and others choose not to, and because some people think having a roof over their head is important and some people don't, that inequality is acceptable and that we should all still be equal despite the fact that we're not all the same. We should all end up in the same place. We should all begin in the same place and we should all end up in the same place. And the way in which that happens is wishing for it to be so and using weapons and force and coercion to take from those that have more. And they have more. Why do they have more? Why do they have more? Because they were born with it and they got blue eyes and she's skinny and he's smart and she's got muscles and this guy goes to the gym every day and this guy doesn't. Like, none of it matters. Like, we should all just be equal because we're all inherently equal. I'm doing a poor job of explaining how dumb this is. That's my lacking. I need to continue to educate myself. But when inequalities do arise, do those arrangements benefit those less privileged in society? This is a challenging principle to apply in the context of technology. You don't understand context. You don't understand technology. You don't understand principles. Challenged, I would agree. But considering this thought exercise, do the current social networking feed algorithms promote content that maximizes the benefit to the least well off. In a level playing field, the algorithms should work hardest to benefit those who do the least. Aristotle is rolling over in his grave, and so is everyone else, except for Kant. Kant is the only one who's just laughing. Kant is right now in his grave, just having a hoot, this fucker. Kant. Kant! Content reference. You're gonna miss me. You're gonna miss me when I move on to Chris Dixon and destroy his philosophical contradictions, his love for Aristotle and Kant at the same time. He's gonna shit a brick when he realizes they're literally frickin' antipodes. The great philosopher Kant, if you said that to Aristotle, he would punch you in the face. Aristotle would rise if you went to where Aristotle is buried. If there's such a place, and you stood above his where you think he is, and you said that Kant was a great philosopher, he would rise from his grave. He would go read everything that Kant had read quickly. He would come back and he would punch you in your face. And I wouldn't, because violence is not acceptable. Physical violence is not acceptable. Aristotle punched Chris Dixon in his mouth for saying Kant is a great philosopher. Aristotle punched Chris Dixon in his mouth for saying Kant is a great philosopher. Because Kant himself is so full with contradictions, he thinks he uses logic and reason to prove the no such thing as reality. It's such a stunning exercise in confusion that it's hard to blame people for being so consumed by it. It's a magic trick. Oh God, it's so bad. The difference principle will be particularly important. The answer is likely no. While top creators have a plethora of ways to monetize and can sustain their output regardless of creator fund payouts, the least well-off may not even participate in content creation due to financial constraints. The difference principle will be particularly important in the democratization of Web3, since participants will enter the ecosystem at different times with a wide variety of backgrounds, incomes, and technological fluence and access. People are going to come into the system at different levels of experience and or aptitude and or desire. There are already many examples of projects leveraging crypto to maximize the well-being of the least well-off. Here's some that are leveraging crypto to benefit the least well-off. Here's some companies that she invests in. Give them their opportunity. For example, Super High. Super High. Give them their opportunity. For example, Super High. Super High. Give them their opportunity. For example, Super High. Super High. Super High. A for-profit, for your benefit, not others, but for yours, creative education platform that is planning to decentralize ownership to its members and instructors. Tested a basic income program with the goal of broadening access to creative careers. Projects like Proof of Humanity and Impact Week seek to use blockchain technology as a foundation to provide basic income for those in need. Universal basic income through blockchain. You want to invest in that. For those in need. Communities like Labor DAO are leveraging building blocks to build worker power. Labor DAO are leveraging building blocks to build worker power, while others like She 256, Way 3, and Komoribi Collective are focused on increasing diversity in the blockchain space. Besides projects that have social good as an explicit mission, explicit social good number one. Social good number one. Good number one. All Web3 networks should be incentivized to adhere to the difference principle and maximize benefit to the least well-off, since that approach maximizes attractiveness to new participants, propelling the further network effects. Just network is one in which a just network. What is just? Finally, to the Republic and to Plato, where for most people it begins. A just network is one in which participants would be willing to enter at any time, in any position, with any level of tokens. A just network. Here's the crux of this justice is fairness mumbo jumbo. A just network is one in which you, not anybody else, you would step into it and trade places with anyone at any time. You would step out of whatever network you're in now, move to a different network and say, I'm here, and exchange with any random combination of anything. And be like, yep, you're that now, and that's that. You're switched. It's so... It is an anti-concept. It is, as we define concepts, this is an anti-concept. It is the concept of nothingness. It is the concept of complete and utter nothingness. A concept is, what is this thing? An anti-concept is, it is nothing. Which is how you would enter any new situation, any new network. Why would you ever leave a network? If all networks this is like some Walt Disney metaphysical world. Just know. Right? Just no to that. Finally. This is like some Walt Disney metaphysical world.